loan owner who asked Pag-IBIG for financial assistance fails to comply the payment schemes and terms of the loan. The property will out. In normal cases, Pag-IBIG Fund would provide delinquent borrowers a chance to purchase their properties back when they default on the monthly amortization payments. What if the previous owner doesn't have the capability to buy it back? In the event that this option doesn't work out, with the previous owner, Pag-IBIG foreclosed properties will be offered to a new buyers at a substantially lower price. The purchase will only be possible if the auction will fail for a certain property. Buyers can have a discount amounting up to 30%. There are actually two ways in how you can see the Pag-IBIG foreclosed properties that are for sale. Number one is through Pag-IBIG website, and number two is by visiting the Pag-IBIG office. And I prefer this website. If you are more fan of viewing things online, it's actually easier than traveling to either a Pag-IBIG regional office or the main Pag-IBIG branch. Access the Pag-IBIG website property finder page. You will find a list of the foreclosed properties in the metro. They are updated regularly, unlike the province, updated only every Friday. You will see the following information of the properties that will be listed there: value or price of the property, type of the property, lot only, house, house and lot, quadruplex, duplex, townhouse, etc. Status of the property, date when the property was last updated, name of the subdivision, and exact location of the property. Pag-IBIG branch or the Pag-IBIG office that manages the sale of the property. Contact number of the people who supervises the Pag-IBIG branch. Remarks: this will tell you if the house is reserved or available. So you should see this list. How can you buy? Purchasing Pag-IBIG foreclosed properties which are under negotiated sale, as mentioned, if a certain property fails to be successfully auctioned. Prepare at least one of the valid ID and proof of income, like passport, company ID, driver's license, unified multipurpose ID, PRC ID, postal ID, voter's ID, OWA ID, IBP ID, Senior Citizen ID, HDMF Pag-IBIG Overseas Program, or POP, IDAFP ID. So you can choose from the following list of IDs. Proof of income documents. For employees local, 1 month latest pay stub, and for self-employed, the latest income tax return, business permit, barangay permit. For employees who are abroad or the overseas Filipino workers, certificate of employment and compensation, active employment contract. When you have them prepared, you can reserve your chosen property. To reserve, you need to fill out the offer to purchase form and the reservation form. In either of these forms, you'll be asked to indicate how you will be paying. You will also be asked to pay a non-refundable 1,000 reservation fee. So you should know your decision because 1,000 is not refundable. Submission of requirements. You need to ensure that you have the following documents prepared for you to be able to apply for the purchase. 2 duly filled out buyer's information sheet, photocopy of the valid ID of the principal buyer, spouse, co-buyer, and his spouse only if applicable. 1 by 1 ID photo attached to each of the forms. Proof of income, any of the documents listed. Processing fee, 2,000 pesos and 100 pesos for documentary stamp tax. Why purchasing Pag-IBIG foreclosed properties is a good investment? The fact that it's a property that hasn't been payment completed, it's cheaper than the usual price of the same type of property. This will allow you to afford a property which can be brand new or slightly used if you don't have enough funds to purchase a new property. Buying properties through the Pag-IBIG Foreclosed list is affordable. It's a great investment because you can purchase a property and use it, appraise it, and sell it higher than the price you have paid for it. Although purchasing Pag-IBIG assets are sold on, it's still cheaper to have some things repaired than to purchase something new, right? So what are you waiting for? You should know how to purchase Pag-IBIG foreclosed properties.